Shadows over Riverdale. Prologue. The map of a small town. Riverdale, Maine, population 11,400. 2 traffic lights, 1 high school, a county newspaper, a fishing pier, and a pine forest that starts right behind the last house on Willow Street. In the summer of 2012, 17-year-old local student Emily Carter disappeared. The town froze, and then it began to talk, louder than it could listen. Chapter 1. The Last Night. Saturday, June 23, 2012. Graduation party at a friend's house. Emily leaves at about 0:12, not scared, not drunk, texting her mom, "Be home in 10 minutes." At the intersection of Willow Street and Hawthorne Road, she vanishes from camera coverage, between 2 private houses, a blind spot. 9 hours later, her parents report her missing. Sheriff Douglas Pike initiates voluntary searches, volunteers, dogs, even a drone owned by a local hobbyist. On the 3rd day, her phone is found by the roadside. Her purse, in a dumpster near the abandoned bridge across Buxton Creek. Insert 911 call. 911, what's your emergency? My daughter didn't come home. Her phone is off. This is not like her. How old is she? 17. When was she last seen? Midnight. At Hope West's house. Stay on the line. Chapter 2. The first 72 hours. Classic framework. Questioning friends, reconstructing her route, collecting digital traces. 3 immediate suspects. Josh Hunt, her boyfriend, who argued with her the night before. Tom Wilkins, a neighbor with an assault record. Mr. Reynolds, history teacher, seen talking with Emily days earlier. All 3 provide alibis, shaky, but verifiable. Police seize surveillance hard drives, but many recordings were overwritten overnight. A store owner didn't realize he needed to preserve the footage. Insert patrol log. June 24, 2012, 8:32. Address Willow Street, 19. Bedroom inspected. Bed untouched. On desk, notebook, textbooks. Jacket on chair. Scent of perfume, citrus. No signs of struggle. Chapter 3. A town becomes a studio. By the 4th day, reporters arrive. Satellite vans fill the grocery store parking lot. Tripods line the sidewalks. The Riverdale Gazette publishes a special issue. Where is Emily Carter? Families lock their doors. Parents escort kids to school. Volunteer patrols roam after 9 p.m. On social media, the hashtag #FindEmily trends. Rumors multiply. Stranger in a van. Cult in the woods. Traffickers on US 1. Sheriff Pike faces heat. Why didn't they block roads that night? Why wait 2 days to search Wilkins' house? Why no coordination with Maine State Police? Insert. The Riverdale Gazette, June 27, 2012. We must ask, did we do everything possible? When children vanish, the hourglass runs fast. We lost that hour to noise, not substance. Chapter 4. Discovery in the woods. September 29th, after 98 days. Hunters stumble upon a decaying cabin at an old logging site. Inside, a young girl's body, identified as Emily by a patch tattoo and her necklace. The scene, drag marks, plastic zip ties, 2 shoe impressions size 11, fragments of duct tape, 1 hair without root, no usable DNA, and microscopic traces of automotive carpet fibers on a blanket. Insert. Crime scene report. Fibers under left scapula. Polyester carpet, gray, likely automotive. Tape bag separately. Shoe impressions smeared, but chevron tread visible. Photo log attached. Chapter 5. Autopsy. Cause of death, mechanical asphyxia. Estimated time of death, 12 weeks earlier. Restraint marks on wrists, epithelial mixture under nails. Semen sample 2 degraded for full DNA. Partial profile unusable for CODIs. The 3 primary suspects are excluded by DNA. The public reels. If not them, who? Chapter 6. Errors and friction. The investigation cracks. County Sheriff's Office versus State Crime Lab. Disputes over evidence handling. 1 package noted moist, risking contamination. Pike rushes press briefings, promising arrest soon, then retracts. Emily's family hires an attorney and a private investigator. Detective Nora Alvarez of Maine State Police pushes for joint jurisdiction. Pike resists for 2 weeks, loses. The Emily case becomes interagency. Chapter 7. Year 0, Silence. 2013, a year of exams and empty streets. 117 volumes of protocols, maps pinned with markers. The van on camera? Footage incomplete, license unreadable. Shoe prints? Common boot tread, dozens of models. Carpet fibers? Thousands of cars. Case goes cold. Alvarez, however, tugs one thread. Truckers. That summer, a road closure near the bridge diverted long-haul drivers through local streets. Strangers in the night were common. Chapter 8. 5 years later. A spark. In York County Jail, a petty thief recalls a guy with a snake tattoo, smoking near the bridge the night Emily vanished. Name unknown, but notes match an old mention. A trucker often parked at Marty's Diner. Alvarez digs into waste station violations and receipts for Marty's. Finds Frank Miller, 45, in 2012. Divorced. Routes Maine and Massachusetts. Snake tattoo on forearm, scar on neck. Insert, internal memo. Request authorization for DNA retesting, SBS plus NGS protocols. Suspected mixed profile, potential Y chromosome isolation. Chapter 9. Science reopens the case. Retesting produces results. Partial Y profile plus additional loci. Still no Cody's hit, but now viable for targeted comparison. Miller volunteers, a cheek swab under pretense of an unrelated cold case. Unbeknownst to him, investigators also collect DNA from his discarded coffee cup. Match confirmed. Insert, search warrant. Authorization to seize. 1 carpet mats from Freightliner truck VIN. 2 size 11 work boots. 3 duct tape/zip ties. 4 GPS and tachograph logs June 20th to 30th, 2012. Chapter 10. The puzzle fits. Evidence. Fibers from truck carpet identical to those found on blanket near Emily's body. Boots. Chevron tread with unique wear, matched impressions at cabin. Duct tape. Mixed DNA profile consistent with Emily. Tachograph. Stop log 018 to 041 within 1.2 miles of bridge. Gas station cameras show his truck at 007 heading toward Willow Street. Chapter 11. Arrest. April 8, 2019. Miller arrested at a truck stop. Calmly asks, "Is this about waste station tickets?" At interrogation, first denies ever being in Riverdale, then admits passing through. When confronted with carpet fibers and tachograph, "I just gave her a lift to the corner." Finally, prove it. Requests lawyer. Insert, transcript excerpt. Detective, explain why fibers from your cab match those under her body. Miller, all trucks use the same carpets. Detective, no. Yours had rare phthalo blue dye. Pause. Miller, I want an attorney. Chapter 12. Building the case. DA Helen Morrison frames the prosecution on 3 pillars: biology, trace evidence, and digital telematics. Defense attorney Kirk Nolan attacks evidence chain, moist package, media frenzy, camera overwrites. Prosecution counters with expert testimony on revalidation and preservation. Josh Hunt testifies about reconciliation with Emily. "We were fine. She was heading home." Neighbor Wilkins is cleared by cell tower records. Insert, indictment excerpt. Charged with kidnapping, first-degree sexual assault, second-degree murder. Circumstances, unlawful confinement, use of force, concealment of body. Chapter 13. Trial. February 2020. Small courtroom, packed. Prosecutors avoid drama. Focus on maps, clocks, diagrams. Tachograph route shown. The dot stopping 23 minutes near the bridge. Expert testimony. Y-DNA profiles, carpet dye chemistry, tread wear patterns. Defense calls it circumstantial. Prosecution responds, time matches. Route matches. Fibers match. Boot print matches. DNA profile consistent. Alternative explanations, none. And above all, he lied about ever being here. Chapter 14. Verdict. Jury deliberates from 2:22 p.m. to 5:03 p.m. Guilty on all counts. Sentence. Life without parole. Judge, Mr. Miller, In this room, your voice was loud. But Emily's silence was louder. Emily's mother cries. Her father grips the bench like an anchor. Detective Alvarez exhales for the first time in years. Chapter 15. Aftermath. Riverdale continues, slower. School installs lighting and cameras. A memorial cross by the bridge. The Emily Carter Foundation funds self-defense classes and counseling for families of the missing. Sheriff Pike resigns, citing health reasons. A reform-minded captain wins election. Introducing climate-controlled evidence storage and double inventory checks. Asterisk insert. Father's letter in the Riverdale Gazette. Don't let Riverdale be remembered for pain. Remember us for how we answered it. Chapter 16. Epilogue of a detective. Nora Alvarez stands at the cabin site, now empty. Forest grows, but memory remains. Her final report includes one extra line. Technology catches up with evil, but persistence helps us catch it first. Case closed. Yet in archives, notes remain about other night stops that summer, other towns with one traffic light. Miller never confessed beyond, gave her a ride. Questions linger, as always in true crime. Answers suffice to name a killer.